Happy Saturday, everyone. I'm back with my storage display video. In case you're new here, my name is Sonia, and welcome to my YouTube channel where I talk about die-cast cars, specifically Hot Wheels, and occasionally other ones. So let's get started. I did a time lapse of this, or I did a separate little video, and I want to try to do a time lapse and insert it into this video of this one item. This is from G-Fans. I've seen these many times. I've seen them several times on Instagram and people's posts. I've seen it for sale. This does light up. I don't know how this works. I thought it was going to be easier than this to figure it out, but it is not. So I don't know. I guess it's one of those, and I don't have any of those little round lithium batteries. For the price, it should have come with one, because I believe these are like 30 or 40 bucks or something like that, and I think they're really overpriced. All you get is this little card, and this may be upside down for you, sorry. And this is two other ones, instructions for those. You get these decals, which I don't even know where they go on this one, because you really wouldn't want to put it on the back side unless you could hide this somehow. And I don't know. And these little blocks, which I have no idea what they go to. I don't know what I would use those for. They were in the package as well. This piece, don't know. They did include a couple of these extra little blocks to go into the parking spaces. It was kind of a pain to put together. I ended up breaking this part off because the tolerances are so tight, you gotta wiggle it. And I don't have a lot of patience for that kind of thing. And the instructions were minuscule. So I would not buy this again. I mean, let me see if I can, because I've had it for a little while, and G-Fans, diorama, let me see. And I've seen some of their other stuff that looks really good, but this does not really impress me. And I'm not finding it either. But I want to say, it was like 30 bucks or something like that. Oh well. Nonetheless, there it is. Moving on. I bought this little thing off of Temu. Let me get it right. And it looked bigger in the pictures than what it is. I did a little video, and I'll try to insert a time lapse of me putting this together. It's not very level because the screws are just like that on the bottom, and it doesn't all fit together. I mean, it was about $5 or $6 bucks, I think, off of Temu. Just so you can see. That's not really going to fit that well unless I put some, some of that sticky putty stuff on there or something. And what I might do is use this for like my little, you know what I'm talking about, like the Driven, you see them in Target, and the Micro Machines. Maybe I'll use it for some of those. So there that is. Next, I'm going to show you some other things I got at Target, which are great. You know, as you first walk into the store, they have that little dollar section over there. And look there, because especially it's seasonal, you never know what you're going to find. But these little, you know, nesting, they're pretty cool. And I've, you know, put like, you know, a set of Porsches or whatever on these. And I think I got 2 sets of these, and they were really just like $5. You know, they're easily, you can move them around. You can do all kinds of stuff with them. So I really like those. And I bought for some reason I don't have them in here. They also had like a set of round ones that did the same thing. They were nesting and they were black. So I have some cars on those in my office. So the next thing you've already seen, because I had to show it with all my Barbie stuff. And I got this at Costco for 20 bucks. And it does have, you know, this little shallow tray in top, which you can't put a car in there, but, you know, I don't know. Put your gloves in there, right? And it's just like those toolboxes. I mean, it's the same thing. It's just smaller and, what's in there? What's in there? I don't know what this is. Surprise. Oh my gosh. I had no idea this was in here. Oh. You know, I saw the picture, like it had like a wrap on it, a cardboard wrap on the outside of it. And I just didn't, you know, I saw where it was mainly you would use it for a toolbox. But I had no idea. It actually came with the tools. Scissors. Y'all, I can't even. The little needle nose pliers. Let's see what's in here. Oh, screwdriver. Of course. Here's your Phillips, and here's your flat. So now I have girly tools. Oh boy. Okay. Like I said, I didn't even pay any attention to the. I did think it was a little pricey for 20 bucks, but I mean, this thing is metal, just like those expensive tool cabinets you see, the red ones, you know. And now over there at what's it called? Harbor Freight. You can get them in all kinds of colors now. So that was a bonus. And okay, no clue that was in there. So moving on to some larger items. Oh, let me do this one display one again. One more display. So this is Kislane. You may have seen this. See, it's got the holes for the hangers, which I can't figure out how those would work. But this is, it was kind of a pain to put together, even though it looks really simple, because the parts weren't labeled, but eventually I did figure out where it all went. And basically what it is foam, heavy foam, but it's still foam, that looks like it's had felt laminated on it and then cut with, you know, one of those, what do you call them? You know what I'm talking about. So, you know, and I really didn't expect a whole lot. I think it was maybe like 15, 20 bucks or something like that. But I got it mainly for the color. Let me see, make sure I got, turn it right side up. Let's try it this way. So I mainly got it for the color for certain cars, you know, so they look better. I probably would not buy this again. And I don't know, it's got these things are like super sharp that I'm assuming dig into the back and then you screw. But no, that's the suction cup thing. I don't know how it works, and I'm not going to try to figure it out because I'll probably just lean it up against a wall or something like that. So there's that. Kiz Lane. Probably wouldn't buy that again either. Okay. One more thing I got from Temu, which is kind of like a, you know, this acrylic stuff is all the rage this year. And I wish I had gotten two, but I think they're still for sale on there. I want to say it was like $7 or $8. Oh gosh. And I haven't opened it. Okay. It's just got this latch. It's pretty tight. And you got the hinges on the other side. And then it just opens up like so. I'm going to come down a little bit. Put your cars in there. I like this. I will probably go and buy maybe a couple more. And for certain collections. I think it was definitely worth the close pretty tight. $7 or $8 that I paid for it. On that same vein, got these at Dollar Tree. They're very simple. You know, this is just something that they just, like a gigantic sticker, they just slapped it on there. This one has a Roger Dodger. There's one that has a twin mill, of course. And another, I think there's a third one. I have all of them, but the other ones are upstairs someplace. But it's very much like that one. You know, you got your side latch, you got your hinges over here. You open it up, you know, it stores 6 cars, which, you know, is pretty cool. You know, certain things you may want to store certain ways. You could leave the door open. You could stack them up, you know, different things. And these were $1.25. I mean, you know, everything in Dollar Tree now is $1.25, right? I mean, for $1.25, I think these are great. I got a bunch of them for, you know, some of my smaller collections. Something, you know, maybe I'm just starting to collect. Come here. Yeah, I know. Come, okay. The princess is screeching at me. Next up, like I said, acrylic is very popular. I know a lot of you guys, you know, maybe if you have crafty wives or wives that really like to organize, you may see some of these around your house, and, you know, they're kind of pricey. I found a Marshalls, Ross, you know, your better deals are going to be in your discount stores. You know, you see them at Big Lots. I think Bargain Hunt had a few, although that's not the best place. You can probably find some at Walmart as well. Like I said, they're not cheap. You know, multi-purpose storage bin. This particular one has a split lid, which I thought was kind of cool. They only had the one of these. It's got tape on the other side, but you get the, you know, most of the time people are going to use these in their closet, you know, for their socks and underwear and things like that. But I thought it would be pretty cool for cars, and because it's got this lip on there, you could easily stack. If you found more than one, you could stack them, which I really like. And it has a handle here on the end. you know, if you had a shelf or something, and you pull it out, you know, who knows? Maybe you want to, you know, use these in your closet. And I got that one like at Marshall's. It was only, this one was actually clearanced for $8. I think that's a great deal for $8. I went to a Marshall's a few miles away. The one here in my town is pretty much always decimated. So I went up there. I was on my way back from Atlanta one day, and I said, oh, let me run in here. And I tell you what, I'm glad I did, because they had some good deals, you know, on acrylic. You know, the stuff looks pretty sharp if you do it right. You know what I mean? So the next one is pretty much the same. Not the same, but it's acrylic as well. Yeah, it's a little fancier. This is Benno, probably Benno. There's a lot of, you know, they make a lot of it. You got these. Only thing I don't like is that they just very easily come out. This one, 2 drawers. It is 12 by 7 inches wide, and it is 6.69 inches deep. This way. What I like about this one is that it came with this little, it's thin, but it's like this little felt piece, which is kind of nice for your cars. I'm assuming that they meant for this to be, it says multi-use, but this particular one, probably like jewelry, watches, you know, necklaces, things like that, if that, you know. So the top drawer's smaller, and then this could be a good place to put like your haulers and some of your bigger cars, trucks. So there's that one. And I want to say, oh, it was on clearance too at Marshall's for $13, and that's a great price. Okay. So we're going to move on to some more traditional items. Things. You know, when I first started out collecting, you know, I had to get one of these right. I just had to. I'm not sure what there is. It holds 48 cars. Mine actually, I kind of graduated from these because I didn't like the way they were set up inside. Mine actually still has cars in it. And what I did was, to keep them from rattling around so much, I put them in plastic bags and then stuck them in the little slots, because the slots are pretty big and they do a lot of shifting and moving. And as a matter of fact, this stuff's been in here for so long. Oh, look at this. What is this? Something on a platform. But they have different size slots in here, and, you know, looks like some Lotus up front in here. I need to get these out of here and actually do something a little bit different. And Corvette. Put some of the cars that I don't, actually some of these in here are the ones I don't really like so much. The plainer cars, actually. Anyway, let's see what I got. I think a lot of these cars are ones that I got like out of a, I went to like a little flea market situation, and I got a bag of cars for like $8. So anyway, there's that one. And, you know, it's got some weight to it, even though there's not quite 48 cars. So then, you know, I kept getting more cars. So I bought one of these before I started thinking of alternatives. And you can see this one's much bigger. Let me move this. Okay. And you see that these are in Walmart right now. Makes me wish I was a little kid going to Grandma's house with my Hot Wheels. They need a bigger one for big kids. So anyway, this one, over 110. Okay, and of course it's got the wheels on it. How do I get in here? I haven't actually. Somebody gave this to me. This was a gift. There we go. So it's got this. I don't want to break it. I've already broken something today. Oh. I know you guys have seen these. Once again, you know, it's pretty big, but you know, they probably did that so it would fit a variety of cars. I like this one better because it's got this to keep the cars in there. And then it's got this other part. You know, you could put trucks and haulers in here, like your two-piece transports and things like that, if that's what you want it to do. So this one's, you know, it's pretty nice. Oh gosh. Oh gosh, I want to knock the camera off. Oh, it's tight. Okay. Now, bear with me as I start moving around. And I'll just show you how I like to actually store some of my stuff. I use these guys, which, you know, a lot of times I actually use these for taxes and certain files that I don't want to keep in the cabinet. But I like that they lock. I use these for my bigger collections, or like by color. Like sometimes I'll put like black and gray in here. Other collections like Borla or Advan. That's kind of how I like to do mine. And I'll put them in a tote, little tote like that. And then this one, I got this. It's actually like a scrapbooking thing. I got it at Hobby Lobby. And actually what I'm going to do is use this for like my treasure hunts, because it's not that deep, so I don't have to dig through it. And I like the fact that it's got the handle, so it's easy to move around. And this was only $8. And you know, I can probably get a couple of rows of treasure, you know, in the car keepers in here. So I thought that was pretty good. This I bought when I first started collecting. It's got Hot Wheels on it, and I cannot remember where I got it from. Some of you guys, if you remember, because it actually came with a part that was like a handle, and supposedly you could have the handle on it and carry it, but I never felt that good about that. I had this on my desk, and some of my first cars were in here, and I like, you know, so you can easily change them out. And I think, and these, like, I don't want to take it apart, but I think it does that. It, like, locks together. Maybe I got it on sale somewhere for 20 bucks. But this was, like, probably 2020 that I bought this. Can't remember where. But it is branded Hot Wheels. I think I bought it offline, somewhere online. So the other thing I like to do is these little totes. Now this probably looks big in the picture, but I'll show you in comparison to this, the size of it. So it's not a regular size tote. I forget how many gallons. I don't have the lid on it. It does come with a lid. Oh, hold on. 10-gallon storage tote. And I found most of these at Ollie's. And I think they were $5. I have seen some at Bargain Hunt. So I just have some of my RLC cars in this one. It's not the best fit for the car keeper stuff, but the other ones, I actually like to use those for collections. I have one that's just for Batman stuff, and it's pretty full. And then I have another one that's all Z-Car stuff. So I like the smaller totes because then you don't have to just dig through them so much to find what you want. So I like to kind of have my larger collections, you know, in a separate tote like that. And then I just label it Batman, Z-Car, that kind of thing. So the last one is, it's a, you know, the kind of tote you see in Walmart everywhere. I don't remember how many gallons it is. It's Starlight. It's got the handles. I like these especially for my main lines because sometimes I like to go through and say, do I really want to keep this? Or to go through and pluck out something that I want to put with something else because I don't have to dig through it. They're pretty shallow. I think, you know, it's like $6 or $8 you'll find these. And I do have regular sized totes, but usually they're for other things, you know, larger or, you know, like some of the Johnny Lightning transports that I still have in the package. But I like to store my main lines in this, although this one does not have main lines. But they're good for that. Because like I said, every once in a while I like to go through and pluck out something and put it with, and I don't have to dig forever and ever. So, that's pretty much it for my little storage. I don't have a lot of diorama type things because I have all the Matchbox little play sets, and that's kind of what I've concentrated on. I do have some other, I have some displays that I got from Target in my office, and I'm going to try to put a clip in here of those. But, whew, let me take a breath. That's all I have. I'm not going to show you any cars today besides what you've seen in the package. I do have some new stuff. I did complete a set, and I also have the McLaren, the Matchbox McLaren that everybody's been dragging. I literally came yesterday, and I'm pretty sure that it was sold on Monday. They did it on Monday. It was either this Monday or last Monday that it went on sale, and it's here already, which is like, whoa. So I like the way it looks. A lot of people have been dragging it. I'm probably going to show it to you in the next video along with some other sets and things that I have. And I'm going to dig into some controversies about the ID cars. There's some interesting conversations over on Facebook, and I will, you know, give you the name of the guy who runs the group, and you can go read it and whatever. And so that's all I have. Wish me luck on my video editing. Have a great weekend. Bye.